Hi everyone, and nearly Shabbat Shalom. Today is Friday, the 13th of Tevet. Today is January the 6th, and this Shabbat we're going to read the portion called Parashat Vayechi, beginning on chapter 47, verse 28. The portion begins with Jacob's life. We know, and we have spoken about it in the past, and we said that Jacob's life were very symbolic to the Jewish people. We know that Jacob didn't quite see his life as life. He saw it as sojournings. He saw it as trying to settle, but he never saw it as life. When Jacob stood before Pharaoh just last week, in last week's portion, and Pharaoh asked him, "How old are you?" He said, "My days are very bad and few." And he was speaking about the days of his sojournings, not the days of his life. In this portion, God is saying to us that Jacob lived. It's an invitation for us to think about the meaning of life. Tomorrow is going to be January the 7th. 100 years ago exactly, a very famous man in Jewish history passed away. His name was Eliezer Ben Yehuda. Eliezer Ben Yehuda was the reviver of the Hebrew language in modern time. Up until the days of Eliezer Ben Yehuda, who was born in 1858, Jewish people didn't speak Hebrew on a daily basis. Jewish people have used Hebrew during services, while studying the Torah, in the Beit Midrash, where we study scriptures, but not quite in regular life. Eliezer Ben Yehuda said that's enough. He said he wrote when he was only 21 years old, quite the same age as I am, but he wrote at the age of 21 a famous essay, and he wrote in that essay, "There is no people without a language." He said if we're going to go back to Zion and really re-establish a Jewish state, we may as well do it in Hebrew, otherwise the whole idea is going to waste. Eliezer Ben Yehuda had a lot of opponents in life, a lot of people who refused to go along with his ideas, let alone the fact that he was born as a religious man into a Hasidic family, but at the age of 17, 18, he decided to walk away from what we call religion. Not quite to walk away from faith, but to walk away from religion, which caused a lot of resistance against him. He had a lot of opponents, a lot of criticism which done against him, saying you can't take the holy language and defile it and use it on a daily basis. Eliezer Ben Yehuda suffered from great poverty and lack of cooperation from the authorities when he used to live in exile, and also when he came to live in the land of Israel. It was only in 1919 when he went to speak to Herbert Samuel. Herbert Samuel was the British governor in Palestine of that time, and he managed to persuade him to announce Hebrew as one of three formal languages in Palestine of that time. That was quite an achievement. He died in 1923. Eliezer Ben Yehuda, despite the fact that he suffered such great difficulties, he never stopped. He had a dream, he had this ambition, and he could almost feel, he writes about it, he could almost feel what it's going to be like in 100 years from now. And indeed, when we look at the state today, thanks to his hard work, we can really say that his hard work was worthwhile. That's life. Jacob didn't see his life as life. He saw it as difficulties. He saw it as something temporary. But God said it's altogether life. And that's a kind of inspiration we take from Eliezer Ben Yehuda. Despite the difficulties, never to stop dreaming, never to stop aspiring, never to stop hoping for the day to come when we live to see those hopes come true. May we all live to that day. Shabbat Shalom, everyone.